Oh, there we go.
Hey, Jane.
Hey, okay.
How are you?
At first I didn't connect, so I started over.
Yeah, I had to update a
you
bunch
see
of
me? You
meetings
can't see
had to
me.
get updated this weekend. Hard to believe. We weren't thinking it was nearly as long. So when we set up some of these Zoom meetings, they fell right off the calendar. So we had to go right in and reset up some of them and the passwords changed.
That's okay. Oh, there we go.
All right. So far, it's just me and you.
I know. I feel like people are starting to drop off.
Little bit. Talked to Katie. I had a coaches meeting this weekend. Katie and Mo. There's just a small group of people, like in each of them, that have stayed consistent. So at night, typically it's like yourself and typically Eli shows up.
What about on Tuesdays and Thursdays? I never come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh, that's in the morning. You don't have the 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's at 9 a.m. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Mo, it's similar. We get anywhere from like 2 to 5 people. I would say Saturdays tend to be the busiest class, and Sundays.
Oh, okay.
I think I coach Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday night, and I think Saturday and Sunday I get the most people.
Okay.
I am seeing like there are people like breaking social distancing, right? So there's little pockets of people working, like they're exercising together. You're starting to see that in social media. You know, it's like
I only see
1 or 2
Katie
people. Katie and Jamie, yeah. People are just making little pockets of, to exercise with. I'm guilty as well. I'm guilty a little bit as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're the only other person I know to do that. But, well, I'm glad I don't have to go outside and run. It's still not warm enough for me.
Yeah, no running today. Looks like it's gonna be just you and I. So let me get this open.
Okay.
We're good to go. We'll get started. Warm up today. We're just gonna do a 5-minute AMRAP. We're gonna do 30 double unders, single unders, or in and out jumps. So if you don't have a jump rope, just the in and out jumps will be perfectly fine. 30 of those. Then we got 3 burpees. Then we got 20 air squats, and then 2 wall walks. So 5-minute AMRAP. We're doing 30 double unders or in and out jumps, 3 burpees, 20 air squats, and 2 wall walks.
Okay.
Should be able to get through that a couple times, maybe into that 3rd round on a warm up. From there, we're going to do our midline is going to be an 8-round tabata. Basically 4 rounds each side, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're doing a right side cross body crunch. So you're just going to do 20 seconds right elbow to your left knee for reps for 20 seconds. Rest, we'll alternate to the left side doing that. We'll do that for 8 rounds.
Okay.
And then our workout tonight, are you using weight tonight? Weights?
Yes.
Okay, barbell or dumbbell?
Barbell.
Barbell, good. So we'll do an 8-round, 8 rounds for time of 8 lateral burpees over the bar. So you don't have to do bar facing any way you want to position yourself over the bar. Hit yourself a burpee, get yourself on the other side for 8 of those. And then we got 12 deadlifts. 12 deadlifts.
Okay.
You want to use a weight that you could conceivably move all 12 times without breaking it. You can think of it in terms of maybe like a Diane. If you were to do the workout Diane, I think the weight for
it's going to be way lighter than that. I only have 1 barbell with fixed weights.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It'll be fine. I've done it before. It'll be fine.
Okay, perfect. So definitely be able to do those unbroken.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it'll be a good cardio workout for you.
Yeah. There. Okay. Yeah, it'll take a couple of minutes to get that set up when it comes time.
No problem. We got plenty of time. Let's get you moving here on the warm-up first. I'm going to move the cart back again. 5-minute AMRAP, 30 in and out jumps, 3 burpees, 20 air squats, 2 wall walks. All right, go get that clock going. All right, Jane, let's get after it. Hang on. Shoot. 5 minutes. All right, and 3, 2, 1, and go. Excuse me. You been getting outside, doing it all running or anything, biking?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yesterday I did a run.
Good. Good, about halfway through that, Jay.
Okay.
About 90 more seconds. Good. Warm those legs up.
Okay.
Last minute.
1 minute left.
Forget about me?
10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
There you go.
Okay.
Finish. Done. Congrats.
Okay.
All right, again, Jay, we got 8-round tabata for this midline here. We're just doing cross-body crunches, right? So we're just doing one side. Do you see a demo on those, maybe?
So you stay on the same side?
Yeah,
For 20
for all 20 seconds, coming across,
Okay.
right elbow to the left knee, right elbow to the left knee. Keep a good core tension, 20 seconds there, 10 seconds of rest, hit the left side. You go through that 8 times, so it'll be 4 times each side. Sound good? Okay, let me get that clock going.
Okay.
Here we go.
3,
2,
1,
1, and
go.
go. Yeah, good. Excellent.
All the way up?
Yep, all the way up, as far as you can. Yep. No, you don't have to go all the way past there. Just to crunch in. There you go. Good. Excellent, Jane. Yep.
rest.
And rest
Okay.
for 10 seconds, and we'll hit that other side. And
Start.
other side. Here we go. Good. There you go. I like it.
Rest.
And rest. Good job. Coming up on the back to the other side.
Start.
And go.
Rest.
And rest. I know these are hard, right?
Start.
And go. Midline's always the hardest part for me. And rest.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Start.
And go.
Rest.
And rest. And start. Excellent job, Jane. Good work.
Thanks. Whew.
And rest.
Rest.
We got one more time each side.
Start.
And go.
Rest.
Rest. And last one. Here you go.
Start.
And go. Last one.
Finish. Done. Congrats.
Oh, God.
All right. Nice job. Tough midline. Okay, take a minute to get your stuff together here, Jane. We're going to need a barbell for your deadlifts.
Okay.
And we're doing burpees over that bar. So we'll get that together, and then once you have that, we'll do a couple of deadlifts, make sure your system's feeling pretty primed for that. We'll talk over the movements, and we'll get a clock going for you. I'm just going to go over the whiteboard here and put together some of the midline or some of the mobility stuff we'll do after.
All right. What about all the people who borrowed weights? Are they taking the classes?
Well,
Or are they doing it on their own?
yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny. 90 people, 90 members took equipment.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Wait, is that both gyms?
Both gyms, yep.
Okay. Still a lot.
For sure. I've talked to lots. I have not talked to everyone, sadly. It's been very difficult to actually talk to every single person.
Oh, well.
So I've tried to communicate mostly through, you know, a newsletter once or twice a week and some social media stuff. But there are some that I've talked to that have not even used it. Yep, have it at home. And
They admitted that? They admitted?
yeah, I talked to a guy today and asked him how much he's used it, and he said, not much. But at least he was honest, and that's okay. I mean, I think, you know, it's been a while now, right? So I remember I took the first 4 weeks off right when the pandemic started. So when the gym stopped on March 16th, I didn't really do any exercise again until the middle of April. So I'm now just about a month back into like some consistent exercise. So I get it. Like, I know how hard it is, like, to get back in, especially if you let yourself out for a little bit. So it's okay. I don't think it's a terrible thing as long as people come back. I think it's the testament to, you know, like a community-based class. I mean, that's what makes it work out. Like, it's really the accountability of the community, right? It's hard for some to continue to stay motivated. It's unfortunate, but that's, you know, that's how it works, right?
Yep. Well, for me, I had already done a couple classes before you lent out the weights.
Yep.
And, you know, like, you designed them to do them without the weights. So I was like, I've been getting a good workout. And then I just assessed what we have here, and it's been, all I did was went to Walmart and I bought the last kettlebell.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last 25-pound kettlebell at Walmart, and that's all I need. I got everything.
Yeah, I think
dumbbells are really light, but again, what's the big deal?
Yeah, you know, Lisa and I had the great opportunity to be on a Zoom call with Greg Glassman. A couple of weeks ago, and one of the things he had told us, obviously, you know, not to go down the political rat hole, but, you know, he anticipates politically these types of things will probably happen again. So we need to be in a position to have our members understand the need to have some basic functional fitness equipment at home. And the cool thing about what we do, not a lot of things, right? Kettlebell, the jump rope, a couple sets, a set of dumbbells. The heavier, the better, you know, for a set of dumbbells.
That's the only thing I would get again later is maybe some heavier dumbbells. Yeah.
Yeah, a plyo box, a foam roller,
I don't have a box.
an ab mat, things like that. With that, we can program endless amounts of things. And if we keep our programming in a way that we're doing things in the gym and out of the gym, and we are fortunate because Mo is fantastic at being able to do that, you know, we should be able to maintain our fitness level quite well. And I like that. I mean, that's just being prepared. So for the next time, it's not such a disruption, and we can recruit more of the membership. Hey,
it won't take as much work.
Yeah, we're just going to shift back over here. They're going to make us stay home for a month, but no problem. We know what to do in this month, and hopefully we'll build a better rally around people being, in a virtual environment. It's a weird thing. I do therapy weekly, and I have my therapist on Wednesday mornings.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it like this remotely for the last 6 or 7 weeks. And I got to be honest, like, I'm starting to really enjoy using this as a tool. I mean, I do think there's importance in being socially interactive in front of people, and I think that never will be replaced. But I think this is a very good tool in place of that, to be able to be in front of people.
Right.
So I'd like to implement this in some way and keep using this.
Oh yeah, I hope so. For sure.
Sure.
All right,
let's get you moving. So you're working 8 rounds for time, 8 lateral burpees over the bar, 12 deadlifts. That weight looks pretty light for you. So you should be able to do those unbroken. This is kind of a burpee workout for you. So you're going to want to try to keep your heart rate up and keep it moving.
That's this.
With that?
Oh, yeah, okay, this will be good.
Yeah. So make sure we stay good. Use that. Use your legs, right? Butt down, chest up, especially when it's lighter weight. Don't get lazy and just bend over, especially when it's high reps. Don't move too quickly. Hold that posture even with lighter weight. Burpees, push yourself a little bit, right? 8's not a ton. It's enough to spike your heart rate a little bit, but that's really where your workout's hidden tonight, okay?
How long do you think this will take?
Do that like 2.
That's all right.
I would say every bit of 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, okay, we'll see.
Right, so maybe 90-second rounds.
All right.
Maybe, right? So that's 8 burpees would probably take you about 45 seconds, and then no more than 45 seconds to transition and then do those deadlifts. And that's a pretty good pace. That would be like 12 minutes, right?
All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
You time.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here with you.
Okay.
All right, Jane, let's get after it.
3,
2, 1, and go.
Whoops.
Good. Exactly 1 minute, Jane. 1 minute round. See if you can't hold that pace. Good. There you go. There you go. Nice work. All right, come on. Stay with it. Good job. Coming up on 3 minutes. Good. Nice job. Use those legs. Good work. Okay, nice job. Good pace. I love it. There you go. Push those burpees. Good job. All right. 4-minute mark right now. Good. Good job. Good job. Good job, Jane. Good work. $5:30. All right, stay with it. Good job, Jane. Good job. 7 minutes in.
Oh, I lost count. Oh, I lost count.
Good. Stay with it. Last round?
No, 7.
7. Okay, good work. Stay with it. Come on. Good. Here we go. Good job.
Done.
Hey, 10:32.
Oh, good.
Nice job. Excellent. Take a second to get that heart rate back in check, and we'll do some stretches. Now, I'll do some stretching with you.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's good. A burpee workout, right?
Yes. The deadlifts are hard because the weights are smaller in circumference or
Oh,
radius.
yeah, lower.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Go for like 8 minutes or so here. Got a few. We'll go after our legs, our shoulders, lower posterior. All right, we'll start with the hamstring. James, we're gonna start with our legs apart, picking right side or left side, working on that backside hamstring. Keeping that knee down, nice and locked out. You're very flexible here. This should feel really good. Just trying to loosen up the backside posterior. right over the other side. Ugh. Feels good on the lower back. Start. Let's go out to the center on this one too, Jane.
Yeah, center's good.
Start. All right, let's go to a left side pigeon on them.
Pigeon.
Yes. You all right with that?
Yes.
Yes, I need that. My hip flexor.
I need this all the time. Always my hips.
Yeah. Sitting way more than I usually do right now.
Oh, you are?
I
I'm standing more than I usually do because my setup at home,
yeah.
I can't see the computer unless I stand up. Like it's my monitor's too far away from my chair.
I haven't been sitting that much. I've been very active, but just more than I normally would.
More than normal, yeah.
Yeah, my mobility's definitely taken a hit. Start. Go to a right side pigeon.
Yeah, it's taken me, what, are we on like week 6 or whatever to finally get into a routine? And
Yeah.
now I'm gonna have to go back to my old way of life.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get an old way back.
Oh, you don't, yeah, really? By old way, I mean going to the office, coming to the gym, and then going to coach gymnastics.
I hope so.
I'm just kind of, not that I hope bad on anybody, but I'm really interested to see like what the other states, how they do.
For sure.
I mean, Florida, forget it. They're like full on.
We'll go the left side scorpion.
Okay.
We're about at 90 degrees, rotating over with the back leg.
Yep.
Start.
Okay. Sounds
side
good.
scorpion.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the other states are kind of trending upward where we're trending down.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm interested as well. I'm disappointed in his phased rollout and how it's laid out, but I don't know that you could make everybody happy no matter what.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean
I'm glad that you're paying attention to it. That's all I can say.
we're considered recreational, and recreation's in the fourth phase, and the fourth phase could be anywhere between July 15th and August 15th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm not thrilled about it, as you can imagine. But again, I think you can make a case for either way.
Well, you know what, like,
last movement, maybe a cobra pose for the last one.
okay, yeah,
That lower posterior a little more, that lower back.
like, in Florida, I think like the CrossFit gyms are opening up in a week or two. I know, like, I was getting emails from my old doctors, like they're taking appointments. So, like, this is Palm Beach County, so they were like they haven't, like, the rest of the state opened. So, I mean, it's still going to be a few weeks before
For sure.
we see how things go. But I mean, that could be, if it's fine, that could be a catalyst for us to, like, start opening up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could go either way. I mean,
It could go either way. You're right.
I mean, I listened to the briefing today, as I do every day.
How do you stay focused? It's like an hour long.
Well,
I start and then I turn it off.
I'm deeply in tune with the information because it drastically affects my life.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not super political, but I struggle mightily with politics, and it's more of a it's just another manifestation of just stuff that I'm working out in therapy. It just kind of pops up. The politics kind of lend towards, like, authority, and I have a tendency to feel the need to fight authority in some way.
Yeah. Well, I was reading about that. Like, you tell a person not to eat cake at the party, what's a natural reaction?
Yeah.
Cake.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I mean, I just, I watch every day with, I think he's done a pretty decent job in regards to articulating the message. I think he's tried. I mean, I think you're in a no-win situation as a governor or the president. I mean, you're just not going to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
Real easy to be an armchair quarterback and.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Say all the things you've done wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think, in my personal opinion, I have dear friends in social media, and obviously you were commenting, I'm good friends with Gordon. We grew up together, in some of these calls. Whatever, lots of respect. The political side of things tend to bother me a little bit because I'm on the bad side of the political side of it, right? So I'm in a lose-lose. I can't really express any discomfort in my situation
without getting attacked,
without getting, how dare you, put a business in front of people's lives. And I get it, right? But I'm also a middle-aged man that's worked very hard to get where I am in life, and how dare you take it away from me?
But see, I don't see it that way.
What's that?
That you're putting your business. I mean, if we had 1,000, how many people have died in our county?
Not many. 5.
Not many. But if we had the thousands, you don't know. You might have a different perspective.
For sure.
So, I mean,
I get it.
You're not going to open up and be reckless and be like, who cares, and go back,
I mean, I can't. I mean, I think my rebel side of me would fight and open it today. I'd be training there today. But my responsible self, my adult,
I get that.
You know, they've outlined the rules. As long as I know the rules, I can play by them.
Okay.
I don't have to like them, right?
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah.
rules, right? We could argue all day how
Yeah.
we got there, but I think that's just spinning in the mud. You know, I look at these other gyms that are breaking the disobedience and and that stuff. That's nothing I'm ever going to do. I mean, I think it's irresponsible. I think it looks terrible on the community as a whole.
Yeah.
I think that is in poor taste. I think that's a money grab.
I can't believe that other gyms that are opening.
I mean, I think there are people in dire situations. I mean,
Oh.
you know, there are people who are being forced to sign new leases, or their leases are running out, or certifications are running out, or affiliation fees.
Oh, gee.
And, you know, any gym owner that tells you they haven't lost a third of their membership is lying. Lisa and I are deeply connected in the community. We've talked to many other owners.
That's good. That's good that you're
all of us are on the same page. Any of the truly honest gyms, we've all lost nearly a third of our business, right? So as any business operates, all of your profit margins even into your operating expenses live in that last third. Right?
Oh.
So
like just to break even.
I mean, you just have operating costs. I mean, if you think about how business operates, you know, if your profit margin is 30% of your overall cost of them, that's really profitable business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's super profitable. So, I mean, you got to think we've taken 1/3 of the memberships. There's already 1/3 of anything that would have been profit has been taken away from most gym owners.
Yeah. Right.
So then there's the gym owners who are trying to feed their families, right? Like it's their primary source of income, and they're trying to be like, you know, that's their source of income. And now they're in dire situation, right? You know, so they're being forced to make decisions that are, you know, if you were to ask me on a personal level, do I agree with what they're doing? Absolutely. Like if I was in a dire situation, if I had children, if it was different, right, for me, yes, I would fight it for a number of reasons. One, I don't think what's happening is right. I don't think you can say one business is essential and another one is not. And if you're going to play that game, I'm going to fight you to the death why we are an essential business and should be first phase essential, right? And I think I could passionately argue that if given the opportunity. But again, I'll never be given that opportunity. Anything outside of trying to force that makes me look foolish, right, and irresponsible. So like, you know, just play the rules, play by the rules.
I'm trying. You're reminding me of there's times in my life where I felt the same way, and you don't win by fighting rules. You don't.
Well, I mean, I think there's a deeper rooted issue, right? And I think that's where I came back to my therapy piece. Like, I'm fighting that for something that I'm fighting internally with, right? So it's just as an anecdote, you have a thorn in your arm, right? And rather than taking the thorn out and somebody hitting it, you know, and agitating it, you protect it because you want to keep it there, right? Versus just take the thorn out, right? Just deal with it.
Deal
with it. Kind of with me. So I don't need to deal with fighting Governor Cuomo, and I don't like Governor Cuomo, that's for sure. But I'm just gonna wait and, you know, try to stay healthy. I've got a good community of people that's staying so far. We're 2.5 months in. I was very happy with the membership numbers in May. You know, for me, that was encouraging. It gives me confidence. Talk to the landlords, right, and start negotiating. You know, a couple things came to this week. You know, we kind of have a timeline, right? It could be anywhere from July 15th to August 15th. So I can have like logical conversations with both landlords to see, you know, if they're comfortable with that timeline and how we adapt our leases. And, you know, recover their lost income.
You're like you're being proactive.
Yeah, well, I have to. For sure. I don't think you can do this I think there's so much stuff that needs to go into it to open it back up safely. I'll be working now till then. Once I know the landlords are on board with everything, then I can start going in the buildings and start modifying the buildings.
Okay.
You know, this is just process. Biggest thing was getting a date. Like, last Sunday, the governor kind of hinted his phased approach. Monday, he gave the phases. Tuesday, he gave the dates and timelines. So today he started kind of, as he does often, changing the story a little bit. So yesterday I was thinking it looked like August 15th possibly as the best case scenario for us. Today it looked like there's a chance it could be July 15th.
Oh, okay.
So there's an idea, right? So at least I have general timeline so I can talk to the landlords.
Yeah.
And know how long we've been out and just a good idea of what the membership base looks like.
Have you been following gyms in other states?
Yeah.
Okay.
All over.
Where they are, like they already have, like I've seen some gymnastics gyms, you know, make posts like we're opening up next week. These are the rules.
Yeah. I don't want, so I'm working on exactly that, opening plans. I have a pretty good idea how I'm going to do that. I don't want to release it until I know the state tells me
of course,
how many people I can have. And I'm trying to lobby for being able to utilize the outside space as well as the inside
that's
space.
what I was going to suggest.
Yeah. So like maybe having an A and B class, right? So you could register for an A class, which is outside and probably strongman based, cardio based workouts, or a B class, which is inside, which would be more CrossFit type, rig based stuff. And find a way of registering for classes to where you don't always get the A class and always get the B class. You know what I mean? But it would allow me to double the use of the space safely. And I don't think if I had double the use of the space in both gyms, I could always successfully get away with like 16 people. That it'd be very easy to, even if I had to add an extra class a day in the morning and the afternoon, I could facilitate the members that we've always had. Our classes are always 15 people or less, right? Almost 100% of the time. There's occasional weird things that would pop that over, but we could easily keep that within that 16 person if I was to be able to do an A and B, indoor, outdoor, at least temporarily. And that would facilitate all of our members and be able to pull some new members back in. So that's my hope. Soon as I have an idea of that, then I can start sharing, okay, this is the plan. This is what you guys should be expecting. Here's the rules, right? There's some stuff that are going to come down that I'm sure we're not going to like. I mean, I don't think kids are going to be able to come around for a while.
Yeah.
People that have children that have brought their babies and kids. And
really?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that safely. I think that's the regulation stuff. Right,
Okay.
we're not going to be able to sign in at sign-in stations right away, so we'll have to do like a lot of touchless stuff. So the coaches will take care of that, and I got to make sure we can maintain. So we probably have like workstation-based areas, you know, maybe 8 workstations inside, 8 outside, or whatever that number would be.
I mean, I think that the worst part of all this is all the work you have to put into it.
Yeah.
Oh my! And even these Zoom classes, all the work you had to put into this.
I mean, it's still work. I mean, it's sad thing, you know, here's a really sad thing. I was talking to Lisa about this is, you know, I could easily just go on unemployment and make more money. I'm eligible, sure. I could make unemployment. It would be $1,100 a week for 39 weeks. And it would be way more money than I would ever make in the gyms in the best of times.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like nurses and stuff are,
Seriously, it's $55,000. I don't make, you know, in the gyms, I don't make $55,000. You know what I mean? Like, but I choose to, the community's what I'm doing is way more important than that. You know what I mean? So it saddens me that there are people who have chosen that path, right? Not just gym owners, but like people in general that have.
I know, but like, I thought you had other, I don't need to get into your finances, but like, how would you be eligible for unemployment if you have other sources of income?
I don't. I just own the gyms. I sold all their business. I sold my engineering firm. I'm just a gym owner.
Okay. What about the property? I thought you were a landlord.
I am a landlord, but that's in regards to income wise, that's just an operating business. It's an entity. I don't take income or payroll off of that.
Oh, okay, I understand. All right, so you'd be eligible. Okay.
Yeah, so fully eligible. Any sole proprietor, any
Oh, but then if you file for unemployment, you wouldn't still be able to operate your gym during this time.
right, exactly.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
And there are gyms that have done some of that, like in California. But not just gyms, like people just like the grocery store.
Yeah.
The grocery
I
store.
know, I've heard that. Yeah.
I went to our store and the manager, we know the manager, people just went home. So they don't want to work anymore. They said, literally, I'm scared. I can go home and collect more than you're paying to be here at work on unemployment.
Yeah.
And that's sad. Like, that's to me is just, that's a crazy, like, how are you going to get, there's going to be a population of people that are going to stay there. They're making more money. How are you going to get those people to come back to work?
Make them, they won't, hopefully I don't know, maybe their unemployment would become ineligible at some point.
How? It's a benefit. It's 39 weeks. How do you change how?
Oh, it's 39 weeks?
That's the employment.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
Isn't that the most insane thing?
Yeah, I wish you didn't tell me that.
I mean, that's what we're fighting with.
I'm always the type of person, like, unemployment, when I was eligible for it at times in my life, I never took it because I could get any other job on the street that paid more than unemployment.
Right.
So to me, it wasn't worth it. But now, in this case, it would be.
For sure. It's a crazy thing. It's an unfortunate thing. So we'll see how it plays out. But you know, we got another month or so of playing Zoom and having great opportunity, like you said, to watch other states, how it unfolds, what happens in the gyms. Hopefully nothing happens and it makes it really easy for us to open. Some of the things we were seeing today in this news, you know, with Como was they are getting some validation of close contact working environments like meat packing plants and agricultural places where close quarters are working together. You are seeing a spike number of cases.
Right.
It does kind of validate that.
But is that in our state? Is that in New York?
It is.
Oh, it is?
Out in Western New York, there was a Tyson meat packing plant out there, and there's also.
Oh, I thought that was in like Kansas.
It's all over the country.
Okay.
There's a plant in New York.
Okay.
And it validated those numbers, and as well as kind of a hot spot where there's a agricultural place as well. So it's not based on just meat, but it's basically on working in those close quarters. Right? They're kind of, now they're tracking and tracing every new case daily and really trying to pinpoint where the new cases are coming from, and they're coming.
Good, I like that. I love the data.
Yeah, so they're getting, just peeling another layer of the onion back right now.
Good.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right.
All right,
this was a good workout.
Well, I'll see you Wednesday night.
This is Wednesday.
I'll see you Friday night.
I haven't been coming on Fridays, but maybe I will.
All right, if not Friday, I coach Saturday and Sunday too.
Yes, Saturday maybe. Okay.
All right. Well, good night.
All right. Good night.
See you later. Good job.
Thanks.